Hello, survivors, and welcome to another episode of Will You Survive?
The podcast!
Woo, we're coming in with a lot of hot energy today. I'm your host, Eric, and I'm joined by my two competitors today.
Competitor!
Alex.
That's me.
And TJ.
What's up? My name is Jalen Quenion Stankface, and I am here!
Yeah, someone's got energy today. And you know what? I'm tempted to give points, but I want to keep this as fair as possible. I kind of want to get straight to the point. A while ago, and I mean a while ago, we did an episode where it was an episode that I hosted. I don't remember the exact episode name. If I was responsible, I would have gone back and found out the title and all that. But essentially, we compared things, survival, like weapons, for instance. We did like blunt versus sharp, guns versus melee. Are baseball bats with nails viable? So we did a bunch of kind of just analysis of what was it called?
Your hostly
I think that was...
It was zombie survival myths?
I think that's what it was. Yeah.
Zombie survival myths, August 2nd.
So working, thank you, TJ. Plus 1 point.
Hey.
Let me get.
Get
You're
out the
so
green
smart.
book.
You're so smart, TJ.
Do you have a green book?
TJ.
What color's your book?
I don't have a green book. My book is black.
Mine's a hardcover green book. It's pretty nice.
TJ, plus 1. Okay, so today I want to build upon that list by playing a little game of Devil's Advocate. Are you guys familiar with that game?
Yeah.
Not...
I know.
I'm not very.
Devil's Advocate.
Okay, for those who don't know, essentially, I'm going to pick a topic. I'm going to say something along the lines of like blunt or sharp weapons. And going back to our previous episode, we picked sharp weapons to be, I believe we picked sharp weapons to be the better choice of those two. Let's say for argument's sake, guns versus melee. We agreed melee was better because guns are too loud. So in a game of Devil's Advocate, somebody will play the Devil's Advocate. So one of you will take the side of melee, and the other person will be forced to take the side of gun. And both of you will present your arguments for why your side is the superior method or the superior answer. Whether I actually agree with you or not really does not matter. I'm kind of looking for the goofs. I'm looking for the ha-has. I'm looking for any actual good pieces of wisdom in there if you're on the good or if you're on the right side.
What's in the
Sure.
Warning! Warning!
Warning!
TJ skin color!
I'm black.
What's in the blunt?
What's in the blunt?
It's OG Kush.
OG Kush. Now,
OG Kush.
I think zombies would personally go for more like a Pineapple Express.
I think they'd want some purple nurple.
Maybe a little.
You sure they
No,
don't?
fuck that. You know what they would go for? Northern Lights.
Nah, you sure they don't want that brain rot?
Is that a type of weed?
I don't know. It probably is.
Ooh,
good one.
Small talk. Speaking of brain rot, that's in what was it, like Webster's dictionary now?
Oh no.
Brain rot's an actual like phrase now. Like it's a word.
Yo, Webster's dictionary went downhill ever since they allowed YOLO into
I
the
don't know if it's
dictionary.
Webster. I think it's like a really reputable dictionary.
Okay. What I would say is, speaking of brain rot, everybody remember to go check out our Instagram
Oxford
and Facebook.
Dictionary.
Will You Survive the Podcast? Will You Survive the Podcast on Instagram and Facebook? Because it looks like TikTok is going to be banned starting January 19th, 2025.
All right. Well, you heard it here. We're moving over. All right. So, are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
Ready,
all right.
host.
Oh gosh. How do we do this? Here. You two. Play a game of rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, jeez.
Rock. Well, I'll count it down. Ready? Set. Rock, paper, scissors. Shoot. All right.
There's a little bit of a delay.
A little bit, but I'm keeping you guys honest. He's going when he sees it. Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. All right. So TJ wins.
Yay.
TJ, would you like to play the devil's advocate or not?
I feel like you're just gonna be like zombie Hitler or something. You know, like I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll be devil's advocate.
You'll play the devil's advocate?
Yeah.
Okay. First argument is blunt versus sharp. If I remember correctly, we said sharp was the better of the options. So, Alex, you will be taking the side of sharp, and TJ, you will be taking the side of blunt. TJ, because you won the rock, paper, scissors, I will allow you to go first. Or you could choose.
I'll go first. You see,
All right.
Mr. Host, that was so long ago that we said such things about blunt versus sharp, when in
That
reality,
is true.
sharp isn't always the best option. Because most of the time, sharp is metal. Metal rusts, right? And that gives you more of a chance to cut yourself and get tetanus. Tetanus isn't good. You don't want tetanus.
Yeah, you don't want lockjaw in the apocalypse. I agree.
Yeah, you don't want lockjaw in the apocalypse. So I believe that blunt weapons such as baseball bats, a lamp, any of those would be better
Just a
than a
lamp.
katana. What are you, a fucking nerd? Like,
Yeah, what are you, a weeb,
yeah,
right?
what are you, a weeb? You don't need
Yeah,
a
I
machete?
agree.
A kakuri? Who the fuck? What is even a kakuri? That sounds like a
honestly.
Pokemon, So,
Okay.
me in the apocalypse, I'm going to go with the good old Louisville Slugger, and I'm going ham on some zombie brains.
Okay. That's a solid argument. Alex?
Well, so I would say a sharp instrument is the way to go. A blunt instrument is going to cause a lot of splatter. You're going to have to worry about getting splatter in your eyes, in your mouth, in any open wounds, in your nose, right? You got to be mindful of this. The sharp, you can mitigate how much splatter is coming your way if you keep that blade sharp. And there are stones that you can use in nature to keep that blade sharp. Also, the other thing is you don't rust the blade as long as you clean it after you've unalived with it. So you make sure you keep your instruments clean and clear and sharpen them. And as long as you keep a good edge on it, you're going to limit how much blood splatter you have coming your way. You're going to be able to cut through the zombie heads like butter. And you're going to keep going down your merry way, living life, gathering supplies, going back to the camp, and remaining unbitten for longer than if you have a melee blunt weapon.
Rebuttal?
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, do I get a rebuttal? Okay. Reducing blood splatter. Who really cares about reducing blood splatter?
Thank you.
Who are
Thank
you?
Actually, hang on
Dexter?
really
Like,
quick. TJ, plus 1 point for saying spatter and not splatter. You said
Yeah.
splatter the first time, but then you said spatter. It's spatter.
Oh, you fucking.
anyways,
Oh, jeez.
me,
Dexter taught me that.
I am one who loves video games, loves all things like D&D type stuff, right? Usually, you got like a front liner up there. What does that guy have? Armor. What is armor if not your full body covered, including your face, so you wouldn't get any blood spatter on you? You'd get it on the stuff around you, which
True.
could easily be cleaned if you just jump in a lake or something. But like, who
True.
need, if you get blood on your bat, I think the blood will just harden it. It gets better with age.
I will say something I was going to say. I didn't want to take a side, but what I was going to say is that, a lot of what you were saying, Alex, relies on said owner actually maintaining their blade. It seems like with a blunt object, you don't really have to do much maintenance.
And, hear me out. The more it breaks, the more you have to fix it. In turn, using screws and stuff, making it more deadly as you go. Oh, it's starting to get a
True.
split down the middle. Wrap some barbed wire around that thing. Oh, it's, chips here, chips there. That's fine. I'll just,
Drill a
you can just
2x4
add things
to it.
Yeah, perfect.
So
And I would like
it
to
sounds like
reiterate, I would be in the apocalypse with a bat, with nails, barbed wire, and I would be in an entire suit of medieval armor rolling down the street on a bike. That's all I'm saying.
I appreciate all of that. I appreciate all of that.
You're not on
And
my
I
level.
do not, I don't even
Okay.
argue a single point because
Final
you
rebuttal.
just proved that sharp is better than blunt. You would put sharp instruments through your blunt object to make it more effective. You would wrap
not
it
sharp.
with sharp objects.
Not sharp.
Barbed wire and nails are
Barbed
sharp.
wire is not sharp.
Ooh.
Razor wire is sharp. Barbed wire is
Barbed
pokey.
wire is
There's
sharp.
a difference between pokey
It's
and
sharp.
sharp. You can't. No,
It's
if I had a
sharp.
piece of splintered wood, you wouldn't say, "Oh, that might cut you." You're gonna say, "Oh,
No, okay.
that might poke you." It's not sharp.
okay, look.
It's pokey.
Look,
It's
I'll give
irrelevant.
you a point, Alex, because that's a fair point. However,
You also destroyed Eric's argument that there's no maintenance needed. You proved that there's a lot of maintenance needed for blunt objects. You will also splinter and shatter them far more often than you would a sharp instrument. So you're going to have to find new ones.
okay, but what
repetitively.
about like metal bats? That's a little different. Now, hang on.
metal bats? Do
Hang
bend.
on.
They
what
do
I'll
bend and
say,
break.
what I'll say before you lose your point is that I'll give you a point because that's a fair point that barbed wire I would consider sharp, nails and such I would consider sharp. However, what I will say to counter that is that in a video game when you add nails to a bat, it doesn't become a sharp weapon. It's still a
It's
blunt
still a
weapon.
blunt weapon.
Although it has sharp bits to it, it is still
Sharp- I
considered a
think
blunt
sharp
weapon.
Means that if you swing at something, it has a possibility to cut through said thing.
It's a blade.
Yeah,
Well,
you're
sharp
not
is
gonna
a blade.
cut through
Okay, so-
anything with
Is there any
nails through a
sharp that's
bat.
not a? Is there any sharp weapon that's not a blade?
Yeah.
Like what?
Like a rapier. That'll poke.
Okay, you're right. You're right. A rapier
But
is
that's pointy. It's pokey.
more of a stabby,
You
pokey
don't,
weapon.
you don't go for
which,
slashes.
But that's not a melee.
yeah, but you don't go for bonks. I feel like a bonk is a very that's a
Yeah.
very blunt weapon.
For
thing.
sharp weapons, you go for slashing damage. You don't go for blunt damage.
Okay,
There's no bonkage
I think
in a
I've-
katana.
I think I've heard all that I need to hear.
Write that down in our rule book. No bonkage in a katana.
There's bonkage on the handle.
You could bonkage on that with the handle.
Okay, but then that means that you'd have to have your hand near the zombie, which wouldn't be.
That's
Very
also true.
conducive to
Less
being
range.
alive.
Close combat. Close combat.
Less
you use
range.
anything you have.
But you could do the same with a blunt weapon. It's the
Sure.
bunt of the
all
of
we're
the
saying,
weapon.
all I'm saying is there is bonkage.
All I'm saying is you look more.
There is
badass with the
bonkage.
baseball bat. Look at Negan. He became one of the best characters on the show.
Worst
I gotta
characters.
say, I think I'm gonna give that point to TJ. He brought up a lot of good points. I will say, Alex, what I think would have won it if you started talking about modifying blades like Dead Island,
Really though,
electrifying them and shit like that.
Oh yeah, I'll
I
attach
might have fallen into it for sure. But he was adding shit. And
You're making me go like
could add +5
So
zap
I'm
damage
trying
if you
to
strap a taser to
talk
that
as
shit.
if we're stuck out in the wilderness and I'm using natural stones to sharpen my blade and keep them sharp.
Okay,
I mean,
Hattori Hanzo, bros next to a
how are you
waterfall
not going to give
sharpening
me
his blade.
any credit for using natural elements
Okay,
and talking about the most
but
important part, cleaning
in the
your blade?
apocalypse, everything is natural elements at that point.
maybe an argument to be made there, but I don't know for sure about that one. All right, let's move on. Alex, this time you will be playing devil's advocate. You will be on the side of pew pews. TJ, you are melee, and Alex, I'll let you go first this time.
So the benefit of having a pew pew is obvious that you can keep them at a distance. You're not going to let them get close up on you. You can also use them as we've loved the example of setting off. I think we called them not noise alarms, sound traps, right? You can fire off in one place far away and then work your way around. So if you're outside of on the outskirts of a town, you can fire off on one side and work around the outside of that perimeter and get there before the the zombies see you or hear you as long as you're quiet enough. You can also take out more of them. You're going to be able to do it without getting fatigued. Yes, you are going to draw a lot of them on you, but the benefit to drawing more of them on you is that you can blast away and draw them all out to you. So if you have a group, maybe you can be the decoy. You can get up on a roof. You can fire off at them. They start coming to you, and then your group runs in and ransacks the general mart. So now you have some supplies that you're leaving with. You can, with a pew-pew, you can cut a path through them as long as you're a good shot. You can cut a path through them and get out safely. Those are some of the reasons why I think a pew-pew in the zombie apocalypse would be better.
All right, TJ, why are melee weapons the better option?
First, I would like to say my first counterpoint. Unless you are well-versed in the making of ammo, you're eventually going to run out, and melee weapons will reign supreme. Far further into the apocalypse.
This is the zombie apocalypse. We all know how to fucking reload ammo.
Well, I don't know.
I said if you eventually ammo is going to run out, as in you're going to shoot
have to make it.
You're going to have to make it, and unless you're Eugene, you're not surviving. You know what will survive? Melee weapons. Melee weapons are eternal. You can,
and they're everywhere.
With your katana, with your handy katana that everybody should have in the apocalypse, because sharp weapons are superior.
Interesting take.
You can be out in the woods sharpening it with a rock, right?
That's a very interesting take.
It never runs
Yeah,
out
that's
of
a
ammo.
That's
You
such
may
a
get
good
tired,
point, TJ.
but
using the natural resources around you.
You fucking dicks. This is unbelievable.
That's a really good point, TJ.
Yeah, right? And you're going to draw people in, zombies, whatever, in towards your gunfire. That means, and you're saying you're going to use less stamina, but you're going to be having to move from the things that are chasing you. Unless you have like a minigun to mow them all down, you're going to have to keep moving, which in turn, like, depletes your stamina. You're not going to have a place to stay. They're going to know where you're at constantly. But if you got a sword or a blunt weapon or whatever, any type of melee, that's silent.
Okay.
Listen.
You're in a hospital or something, some crowded building, and there's zombies on each floor. You can take those out easy. Conquer that whole building. Get all the supplies. You got a gun? Only a gun?
Okay, who thinks they're Hattori Hanzo now?
Unless
you think that you are so well versed with a blade that you can clear out an entire building.
You know what's crazy? In war, they found that guns are not enough. What did they do? They strapped melee weapons to the guns. Bayonets.
So I would like to present how would you say, I say that like I don't speak fluent English.
You speak great English, sir.
Let me add a situation to this. Let's think the Walking Dead universe, and now let's consider people or raiders or something along that lines. Where does your argument fall now with guns versus melee?
I'm way better off with guns.
Bitch.
I'm way better off. I'm able to take them out. And then, not to mention, see, you are so short-sighted. You're sitting here thinking that I only have one type of gun and one type of ammo. Do you realize in the United States alone, there are over 400 million guns and 1.3 trillion rounds of ammunition?
And how many
I'm not
weapons
running
are
out
there?
for any fucking amount of time in the near future.
I would like to add one thing. I do agree with you. However, I will say, depending on your location, you are way more likely to find a melee weapon than a gun.
Oh, wait. There's a damn table leg right there. What? That's a lamp. Oh, shit.
Whoa, that's not a sharp weapon. That's not a sharp weapon.
No, but melee.
Guess what?
That is still melee.
That's melee. And
You're
guess
giving
what?
him-
In
Okay,
this situation
you know what?
with the Raiders, right?
In the city,
Guns, shooting,
here,
right?
we have 3 right in our general area. There are 3 National Guard depots. Not only do they have Humvees with 50 cals sitting on top of them with the ammunition in the warehouse, but they have all bazookas.
Assuming you can get into there.
You can get in.
They
it's
can
just a
see
fence.
the glint off your forehead from 10 miles away. But me,
Yeah,
I'm
but
in
they're
the
gonna be
darkness.
gone.
I got my hood on, my hidden blade, and my katana.
Okay, let's not make this about race, okay? I can paint my face black too.
Well, anyways,
Plus 1 point for incognito.
yeah, I'll give you that point. That's a good point.
Dang, that was...
I'm sorry. I feel like TJ might win that off of that.
Oh, come on!
That's-
Be damned all of the actual arguments, just the one comment at the end, and I'm the one who said it. He just came up with the clever
Okay,
phrase.
so I want to.
Okay, I'm the one-
I wanted to bring
look.
something up though. I had a point.
Okay, go ahead. Rebuttal.
So you said raiders, right? He's like, oh,
Yes.
I can take them out with my guns. There's gunfire on both sides, right? That's going to bring in the zombies. So that's going to like double your chances of your base just being completely wiped out.
Hang on one second.
Although
Hang
I
on
see
one
your
second.
point.
Hang on one second. I agree. However, let me now ask you, how would you fight said raiders with guns via melee?
Traps are melee.
Okay. Okay.
You already
I
know
can accept
I
that.
got heads and
I
holes.
can
I
accept
got
that.
zombies
Wait,
swinging
I
okay.
can
wood.
accept
So-
that. No, I
so-
like that idea.
okay.
All right.
Mine's
Final
even easier.
rebuttal.
Mine's even easier. I use the zombies to fight the raiders by shooting. I call them in. I get them to do the dirty work for me.
What are you
I
gonna
use
fucking
them
give him a
as-
piece of leg and be like, now go eat that guy?
No.
Do
They're gonna
claymores
go
count
to
as
the.
melee?
They're gonna go to the closest target. They're not gonna pick. They're
Yeah,
not
but
gonna
you don't
pick
get to
come
pick where
to
the
me.
zombies are coming from.
No, but if I'm in a fortified city, which I'm going to be in a locked
But the
down
raiders are
area,
gonna
a
get in.
compound.
So it's
No,
not
they're not
security,
going to
man.
get in at first, right? They're going to have to get through my compound, my fences, my gates, my walls. If they can't get through right away, by the time I'm going to see them before they know I'm there. And I'm going to start firing off when they're on approach.
the thing
Then the
is-
zombies move in.
Okay, here's what I'll say. This feels very much like I do agree with you. However, I think that's considering that you're much further into the apocalypse, which we didn't really specify how far we are into the apocalypse. But I would like to say that feels very much like a chess move where you forget that your opponent is also trying to play the best move. That's something that happens in chess a lot where you're like, oh yeah, this is my best move. And you don't at all consider that your opponent is also going to be playing the best move.
Except for the enemy of my enemy is my friend. As soon as they have to turn to fire on the zombies, I'm firing on them.
And
But
what's
you're
crazy,
also assuming that
Your
the
Honor.
raiders are attacking you at your base. But anyway, let's assume that. Yeah, okay. Final rebuttal. We need some structure and order
Your
here,
Honor,
guys.
Your Honor, he said that he would already know they were there. The thing is, with my traps, with my army of elite ninjas that I have, it's probably like 4 or 5 people, but we're all gonna have hoods on. We're all gonna be in blackface. Don't say blackface. We're not even gonna.
No, say the other
We're
word.
not even gonna
Say the other
need
word.
to like even prepare like to fight them because we're gonna be in our base. There's gonna be traps everywhere. They're already done. It's gonna be like Bill from Last of Us. They're gonna be way outside my exterior in the woods, already dead because there's freaking pits with spikes.
I gotta say,
and zombies
okay,
swinging from trees.
I gotta say, I really am being as fair as I can with this episode. I'm alternating the devil's advocates. Typically, the person playing devil advocate is at a disadvantage to lose the point. So I'm sorry, Alex. TJ did win this one.
It's fucking rigged.
I was going to give it
That's
to you,
bullshit.
but for 2 reasons, I'm not giving it to you. One of which is that I had to bring up the Raiders as a potential argument because that's the only way that I see guns being the more viable option. However, TJ bringing up traps, I will count that as melee in this situation. In most cases, most traps, and I think that's very clever, and I think that would be a way to defensively handle raiders who are approaching you with guns without using guns. And then them shooting puts them in danger, as you were saying. So in my mind, that makes melee
So he
better.
just used all of my arguments, but with traps.
But against
and you're
you.
going for it.
Well, because I think ultimately that means melee is superior. If they can't shoot because it would put them in a worse position, then them having guns is no longer an advantage. And they're pushing melee into traps.
Unless their whole point is to shoot, draw them to you, and they bug out.
But then he's got traps.
Yeah, zombies don't care about traps.
Yeah, but they're not going to
They
get
get
to
the
him.
zombies to set off all the traps. Then they know where all the traps are. Then they get in.
Okay, but there's still
I suppose the zombies would.
8-foot wide pit full of spikes and alligators.
The zombies would have to know that
And
they're
COVID.
even in there to go after the. Yeah, do you know the zombies don't want to get COVID?
Yeah,
Come on.
6 feet.
Everybody knows the zombies are on their 5th boosters. Okay,
This is rigged, chat. It's rigged against me.
it's not rigged. Moving on, travel. I don't think we actually discussed this one, but I'm going to say that the quote-unquote correct answer is to travel light. So, Alex, you will be advocating for traveling light. TJ, you will be advocating for being a loot goblin, essentially, in the apocalypse. TJ.
What? Hold on. I need a little more specifics here. What are we defining as light?
Backpack.
Just whatever you can carry?
Yeah, traveling so that you could still run for a good amount of time at a
So let's say like
Okay.
comfortable speed.
medium hiking bag versus I have like a hiking bag and a duffel bag type shit.
Yeah, I would say like small to medium bag versus full hiking bag with bedroll and everything. Like you're not sprinting in that for very long.
Okay.
So, TJ, why is it better to travel heavy?
If I know anything, I know that our beautiful host himself is a loot goblin.
All right, I might
He
take a point
grabs
away for that.
Anything and everything, and he does it right. He makes sure his character is built for such occasions. So traveling heavy is, I think, the best because you're ready for anything. You got everything on you. You just got to make sure that you're built for that. I wouldn't say that, Eric is necessarily built for carrying the heavy shit, right? He'd be more like a Glenn type situation. He would have a small bag. He would get in, get out, right? Me, I'm traveling, baby. I got a hammock. I got a bedroll. I got stuff to cook, stuff to filter water, stuff to everything. Everything. No, I have no needs in the world because I have everything on me in that situation. And I truly need to get supplies less, which means like not getting myself into danger. So
You're the
you're traveling
D&D
light-
character that everybody wants to join.
yeah, if you're traveling light, that means you need to constantly look for things for like food, water, whatever. Me, I already got that on me. It's maybe like once a week, and then I get my stuff and get back to where my home base is, or if I'm just nomading it, I can, I don't know, fucking set up a base camp. I have all the stuff for that. But if you're traveling light,
So
what
your
are you doing?
argument
Sleeping under the stars?
argument is that traveling heavy means you'll always be prepared for every situation, and you'll have food and water for longer amounts of time and won't need to stress about it as often as someone who's traveling light.
and then reduce my danger by doing that.
You'll have
because
to be
have it.
smarter. Yeah, you won't put yourself in any risky situations because
Exactly.
That's a good point. Okay, Alex, why is it better to travel light?
Because everything TJ just said was absolute bullshit.
Solid stance.
Now, what you have to think about is generally speaking, light would be considered about 25% of your body weight. If I estimate you're about 100 pounds,
Sure.
you would be about 25 pounds you would be able to carry for long distance. You'd be, as long as your backpack is comfortable, we're not talking about like a hobo bag where you're carrying something on a stick. You got straps, you could put it on both shoulders. You can haul for miles, right? The best bet with that is you're able to go and move yourself where you need to be. You don't need to go get supplies and stuff if you move yourself to a river, to a creek, somewhere where you have water and fish at ample supply, somewhere that you can grab your bag and run if you get infiltrated. You don't need to worry about, see, if you travel heavy and you get raided, you can't grab everything and go. You've lost all of the stuff that you've accumulated. You have to leave it and run. So the ultimate solution in any disaster, you've got a zombie horde coming upon you, you've got raiders coming upon you, anything like that, you have to travel light. So you're going to resort to traveling light at certain scenarios. It may not be every weekend or something like that, but it's going to be more often than if you're always traveling light. And you can still travel light and carry things like a tarp, paracord, some communication devices, light devices, blanket, and maybe I would say socks and a boot, right? Socks and boots. So that way you always have dry footwear, if you will. And that would be even under 25 pounds. You can even carry a small handheld, a pistol, and some ammunition. That would be, you would still be underweight. I could carry something a little bit heavier. I'm a bigger guy, so I would be able to carry something a little bit more. And this also weighs in one additional aspect to traveling light. If you're traveling light with a group, everybody carries a little bit. Also, food doesn't mean you have to carry heavy. Food can be light. There can be things like rice, like beans, like
You ever picked up
pasta.
a bag of rice?
That's if you're carrying a big bag of rice. But you could carry a big bag of rice, and that could be all of your food, and that would last you a year.
Now, I will say canned food is probably going to be one of the most common types of food in an apocalypse, and I think canned food is pretty heavy. In most games, including Project Zomboid, that's pretty staple food.
I'll tell you how to use
Doesn't
canned
expire.
food.
It's just heavy.
I'll tell you how to use canned
But
food. You come
it's
across canned
heavy,
food, you
but
eat it right away.
You can cook
You don't
it
carry it.
in the can.
You can, but you don't carry it. You eat it right away. You carry maybe one can, maybe two. But
No, but
again,
hear me
if
out.
you're by a
There's
creek,
going to be
if
a
you're
lot
by
of
a
Chef
river,
Boyardee. It's just going to follow you. If you really desire the Chef Boyardee,
That's
have you
true.
seen the commercials?
It'll
follow
I've
you.
seen those commercials.
So you don't have to
I've
even
seen those
carry it.
commercials. That's true. That's a really good point, TJ.
now we're getting fucking ridiculous.
Well,
I feel like Trump in
canon.
2020 right now.
It's canon.
Our votes coming in at 3 a.m.?
well, have you
Do
not
you-
seen those
Do
commercials?
you not know
No.
the Chef Boyardee
For
canon?
real?
No.
The lore?
So
No.
the commercials are like somebody, I don't know,
It's a little
like they
kid.
walk past it and it falls off the shelf and then it just starts following the person and it follows them out the grocery store to their car, down the street, into their neighborhood, up their driveway, into their bag, and then they put it on the shelf. It'll always follow you.
I hate to be the one to break this to you guys, but the zombie apocalypse will not be like a TV commercial.
The
I know. It's hard to believe,
All right, bro.
but it's
You stick
not
to
going to
your
be like a
roots.
TV
No.
commercial.
Yeah, the laws of
Yeah,
and
physics,
rice.
Style.
the laws of physics do not change for the zombie apocalypse.
Yes, they
sir.
do.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do, because
The
the
laws of
zombies
physics-
will pick up the Chef Boyardee.
Oh, that's a really fucking good point, actually.
The zombies
How
will
could
not
they
pick up
resist?
Yes,
Chef
they will.
Boyardee.
How could they resist? It looks
Nobody
like
can
brains.
resist Chef Boyardee.
Because all of the zombies are at the smartness level of,
According to Jeffrey Dahmer,
man
it even
behind
tastes like
you.
brains.
sir, they're all his smartness level. They don't know about the lore of Chef Boyardee. They wouldn't even know about it. See, if you
Ooh, now that's a good
introduce
counter
them
argument.
to such,
When you have to resort to ad hominem attacks, you've lost the argument.
I don't
haven't
know.
actually. I
That
actually
was
have a
pretty
good point.
convincing.
the more you
That was
carry,
pretty
the more
convincing.
you can barter if there is such a thing as, people coming across you.
Ooh,
If you're
the
traveling
trader
light, what are they
lifestyle.
gonna do?
I will never, ever, ever give away food. I will never trade food.
But that's not what
if
he's
you're
saying.
not in a base.
That's not what he's saying. He's saying if you carry more, you could carry more of anything. Medicine. Now, I will say.
But you'll have to abandon it at any point you're caught off guard.
Here's what I'll say. When I play games with TJ, he's not wrong. I'm a loot goblin. However, he tried to appeal to that side of me to make me side with him. That is not a good quality that I have.
It is
in
good
a
quality
game.
because, bro, we are stacked in Zomboid. We wouldn't be as
yes,
stacked
we're stacked
if
in
you weren't.
Zomboid. I am a loot goblin in Zomboid. However, I can make multiple trips with our big ass van that I have.
Exactly. That's
what I
heavy.
will say is in games like Minecraft, where I have a lot of things in my inventory, what ends up happening is that I forget that I have things in my inventory and I never use them. And they just sit in my inventory. This is what happens in Baldur's Gate 2. I'm really bad at games like that, especially D&D stuff, because the DM will give me an item expecting me to use it, and I will hold on to that shit for dear life and never use it the
Games
entire
like Skyrim,
campaign.
though, it pays to be a loot goblin. Oh, fuck, you're fighting a dragon. You're low health. Oh, shit, I have 89,000 wheels of cheese. Let me just eat all of these real quick.
I'm going to eat my 15 wheels of cheese,
Okay,
my 37
while you
carrots.
guys live in the zombie apocalypse via video game,
Okay, hang on, sir. I was agreeing with you, and you're coming at me. You're about to
I'm
lose some
coming at
points.
DJ.
You said you guys.
Okay, well, you're living in video
He did,
game
Your
world
Honor. He
here
did, Your
too.
Honor. I think
I wasn't. You know what, TJ, you
But
got the point for that.
83,000 wheels of cheese sounds a little bit ridiculous.
I said 15.
Oh,
I
he
was a
said-
little more realistic with it.
But even 15. Have you picked up a wheel of cheese?
Have you played Skyrim? Have you fought a dragon?
I mean,
I-
you
no,
look like you ate
Exactly.
a
no.
recently.
Then you wouldn't know.
How dare you? You talk about the TJ calling Eric Black.
What? How did I get thrown into this too?
I get it. It's the
No, I
plan
got it.
calling
I got
Black.
it.
I
Yeah.
got that. That's funny.
All right. I'll give you the point for that, Alex. That was funny. All right. Well, gosh. I want to give it to Alex because I think traveling light is the way to go. Although I do like your arguments, I think in every group it is important that there is somebody traveling heavy. I don't think everybody should travel light because I think typically it's the person you expect to not be in danger that you should have traveling heavy. Because if at any point they have to just drop their stuff and run, you should be trying to protect them anyways, and hopefully you can recover those supplies. But somebody should be traveling heavy because if everybody's traveling light, then you have nothing.
Your
If
Honor,
everybody's
that
only
is a
carrying the
great
essentials
point,
they need.
and I do agree with that. But I am the devil's advocate. So I'm going to double down. I'm going to say you got literally everything in your shit that you need at every moment, and it is the best. Yeah, you don't got to worry about nothing. And guess what?
You lose it
gotta
every
be-
time somebody comes
You
along.
gotta be built for it. That was my first point. You gotta be built for it. And guess who's built
You
for it?
lose it.
Me.
You
I am
lose
a
it
big
every time.
hulking man. And ain't nobody taking
will
nothing
say-
from me because I'm gonna have 3 shotguns, 2 pistols, and a goddamn cheese knife on me. Who's gonna take it?
Yeah, so guns are better than melee.
No,
Well,
we're
I
not
have
going
the
back
cheese
to
knife.
past arguments. No, we're not going back. We're done.
missed the cheese
We're
knife.
done with this. I will say the cheese knife is important.
Especially for those 15 wheels of cheese.
I will say traveling heavy and traveling light is a bit subjective because what's heavy to who? Because like you said, my heavy is not your heavy.
Yeah, I said that.
My heavy, I think, is your
heavy
light.
would be my light.
So it really depends. I'm not someone who can travel heavy because I can't carry a lot.
I said you'd be
Basically,
like a Glenn.
all I can carry, all I can carry is the essentials that I need for my survival, and then maybe a few knickknacks if I am.
I expect
wanna grab
TJ's at
something.
least 100 pounds heavier than me.
Okay, Mr. Cheese.
Why am I a cheese wheel?
You're
You're the
aged.
one who wants 83,000.
You're aged.
You just haven't played Skyrim. You don't understand.
Why, because I'm old and moldy? Is
Yeah,
that,
brown
is that
on
what you're
the
telling me?
outside, like your daughter.
All right.
Like a cheese wheel.
Moving on. All right. I believe last time we said rural is better than urban. So in this case, TJ, you will take the side of rural, and
Perfect
Alex,
pronunciation,
you will
sir.
take the side of urban.
Okay.
And Alex.
The urban center, although will be slightly more dangerous, I'll grant that angle. It's going to be more dangerous. It's going to be so much more stocked with supplies. Everybody who is going to abandon their homes are going to leave their supplies behind. You're going to be able to find, even in LA, you'll find 1 or 2 pew-pews around. You will find canned food. You will find dry food. You will find water. Everybody in LA buys bottled water, so you're going to find plenty of supplies all around. You get into, say, an apartment complex, maybe something like what we live in, you're going to be able to go through it. Think of when we covered the episode of The Night Eats the World, when that guy was able to loot all of the apartments because everybody in his building was gone. We will be able to firsthand witness everybody who's gone. We can band together with those who are still alive and loot the other apartments so that we can all divvy up the supplies. Then you move out from there and get another location. And then with the amount of apartment buildings and skyscrapers and supermarkets that are all around, you'll be able to gather enough and survive for quite a while. Whereas in a rural setting, you're going to be hard pressed to find those same things. Everything is so much more spread out. You have to move great distances in order to get those kind of supplies. And although the danger is less in immediate proximity, you're going to have to cross the danger zones.
Good points. TJ, why is rural better?
Urban
Rural.
means more people, more zombies, more scary. Do you know what rural means, Alex? That means less people, less zombies, less scary. That also means more stuff. Because guess what? There's a lot of... rural doesn't necessarily mean wide expanses of, nothing.
That's true.
There's
It just
a
means
decent amount.
not in the
I
city.
think I live in a rural area, and there's a lot of houses here. You know what it also means? Your Honor, what do we always say is the best way to survive the apocalypse?
What would that be?
Fucking houseboat. You know what rural means? Lakes, motherfucker.
Houseboat.
Houseboat.
Oh, well, okay. First of all,
Okay.
a point for bringing up houseboat.
Okay. Wait a minute. Our plan is based on Los Angeles.
Only because we live here, not because it's ideal.
But nonetheless, we had the same exact plan to get out, not houseboat. We had the plan to get through the city and get over to the ocean and head over to Catalina Island.
Island is not houseboat.
That was... No, but you can get on a boat to get to Catalina Island.
Yeah, but I
house?
wouldn't call Catalina urban.
No, Catalina's not urban, but you have to go through the urban center
I mean,
to get
you've got
to
a
it.
pretty urban
Yeah, but
look
so
to
it's
you,
not
don't you?
preferred.
It's the Catalina Island is the end destination. I would rather be here than be in the middle of the country and have to try to get here to try to formulate this plan, to try to execute this plan. We have some of our survivors who are further away, who are willing and able to actually traverse the entire country to get to where we are to meet us over in Catalina Island. So they would rather get to the urban center, be where we are, loot everything we can, formulate that plan. The other thing that I would really love to do is set up zombie traps all along the coast so that any pirates who are going to try to follow in our footsteps, they have to get through miles of zombies on the coastline and get eaten before they could ever even reach a boat.
And the thing is, you have to get there, though. Rural
No problem.
is easily accessible. There is plenty of land for traps, for planting and farming and such. There is...
Although I agree.
Lakes
I agree with
for
all of that.
houseboat.
But you have a
possibly
big
rivers
problem.
for power.
You have a big problem. You could be out in the rural zones. You could be out in a great farm with all kinds of crops. Do you know how to harvest all of those different types of crops? They're not all as easy as just pulling them out of the ground.
Well,
No,
hear
but
me
I
out.
will
You
say
don't need a
that
whole field
humans.
for just yourself or
Humans have been farming.
Yeah.
No, but
for-
understand, in order for you to go there and just start eating, you're going to have to harvest. You're not going to be able to just plant today and eat tomorrow.
Yeah. What else do you have to do though?
I mean, yeah. What else do you have to do in the apocalypse?
What are you busy? You got
And
you
guess
got too
what?
much to learn how to do
Guess
it.
what? What they use to plow the fields? They use like ox and shit, right? Guess what I'm gonna use? Zombies.
You're gonna be showing it.
I'm gonna tie them to the little metal thing that drags through the field, and I'm just gonna walk in front of them. They're gonna come right at me. Or better yet, put myself in less danger. I'm gonna get a little stick with some meat on it, or a live squirrel.
Like a pig with a carrot on a stick in
and
Minecraft.
Yep.
That's interesting. There's no way even 8 zombies would be powerful enough to till the
I
ground
gotta
for
find the
you.
big Bubba zombies, and guess where they're at? Rural zones.
Rural zones.
Even the big Bubba zombies, you got to put the weight of an ox or a horse to the biggest man on earth, and you've got a fraction of a man.
That's why I just gotta get more.
I will say I like the spirit, TJ. I don't think it would work, but I like the spirit.
Hey, it's good to be crafty in the apocalypse, and rural areas give you a lot more room to be crafty. You can't be doing all this shit in urban environments. It's too loud.
You know what
Me,
else is
I'm a
great about
loud
the
man.
urban? What else is great about the urban is you can go into taller buildings, just our small building. You can destroy stairwells. We have fire ladders so that we could still get up and down from the ground, but raiders and zombies can't get up to us.
What's the point of that if you're not living? Who wants to survive?
I mean,
I want to live.
that's true, but
Why wouldn't we be
I'm
living?
gonna find me a nice dog. We're gonna live our life out on our farm. I'm gonna sit on my deck with a.
It's funny you don't even mention your wife.
she's
Jeez.
gone.
she died.
She's gone by now. It's just gonna be me and Spot. We're
It was
gonna be
tragic.
chilling on the porch.
She
I'm gonna
died
be
day
feeding
2?
birds and shit.
Did you at least keep her alive through day 1?
Oh no, I got her head in the closet.
She got
It's like-
she got
In a
bit
jar.
on day
It
1.
was like 23 hours in day
so
one.
she
so like
almost made it. So it was really
basically
tragic.
day 2.
Very tragic. She almost made it to day 2.
Yeah, it was basically day 2 though.
I'm telling you, my absolute plan for the zombie apocalypse, I will not be the first one bit. I don't care when I go after that. I will not be the first one bit.
I don't think the first one will be bit. I think it's gonna be transmitted through something.
No.
and then
Whatever.
it'll-
However it starts, I will not be the first one bit.
You won't be the second zombie.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
not gonna happen.
Okay.
It depends
that
on if zombies
point,
like Mexican food.
that point,
Wow! Everybody likes Mexican food.
Wade doesn't.
yeah, Wade does not. Well, he just doesn't like tacos.
Yeah, it's Mexican food. I mean, I don't, does
He's
he
got a
not
weird
like-
thing against tacos.
Yeah.
I think he likes other Mexican food. He just doesn't like tacos.
So, by the definition of food, by the way, a quesadilla is a taco.
no,
It's a tortilla folded.
no.
Your Honor, I think
No,
you should minus
what?
points from him. That was absolutely ridiculous. I would never say such a thing.
It's a tortilla folded.
The only
It's a
places,
taco.
The only places that fold a quesadilla are restaurants, and it's not because that's the right way to do it. It's because they don't want to give you a whole fucking quesadilla. It's because they're cheap.
Well, I mean, I would have said I'm the only fat ass who uses 2 tortillas and fills everything
No,
up
the
inside
good
of them.
Mexican restaurants do that.
But when I do it, it's a sandwich.
I'd be more inclined to call it a sandwich, but I still think that's no, because I think the medium in which the bread is a big factor in what it is.
And cereal is a soup.
Bring back
No,
the
hot dog is a
McDonald's
taco.
snack wrap.
Is cereal a soup?
Cereal's a cold soup.
I think we agreed with that. Anyways, moving on. That one was who was rural? TJ
I
was.
rural.
Alex, you were urban.
Mhm.
I gotta say, TJ brought up houseboat. That was pretty big for me. Also, I feel like I know what you were getting at with the Catalina Island thing, but I feel like you kind of shot yourself in the foot because your whole argument was, no, it's better to start in an urban place so I can get to the rural place.
I fucking recovered. Give me some fucking credit.
No, I like it. I like the argument. I just don't think it was solid enough.
rigged.
I think it's kind of good to TJ on that one.
100,000 votes coming in at 3 a.m. This is bullshit.
Yeah, 5 points coming in at 12 a.m. Final one. Final question.
Final Jeopardy. Baby.
This is going to involve shelter again. So instead of rural and urban, we're going to kind of lock it down a little bit. Let's say we're in an urban setting. I'm going to give us 3 options.
Because I won that last point.
No.
We're in an urban setting.
That's not why. I'm going to give us 3 options. We're going to eliminate one of them altogether, and then we'll use the other 2. Malls, prisons, and schools. Which one do we want to eliminate?
Schools.
Oh, Jesus. I would have said malls.
Well, I think that it would be better to eliminate schools by the simple fact that I think there's more movies and stuff talking about prisons and malls.
No, although that's true, I think the movies depicting malls are so unrealistic because they never have only 4 entrances.
What the hell's in a fucking school?
The cafeteria, dude.
The
cafeteria, processed food will.
Hear me out.
The processed food will last forever, dude.
Students. So that means less food in a school.
Well, that depends. No, we're in an urban center.
Can I bring up a point?
Most of our schools out here have thousands of kids.
Can I bring up a point?
You live in Compton, bro. That doesn't mean anything.
He said we're in an urban center.
Who's the host here? Can I bring up a point? If you pick schools, this is a shelter. You're going to have to clear it first. There will be zombie kids. Zombie kids are really creepy.
There would be zombie kids at the mall, too.
They'd be so creepy. But so many less.
Kids.
But so many less.
That would be like moms with their babies, dude.
But that's like all there is at a school.
Fine.
But
I'll agree with TJ.
I'm just saying.
To the hot topic to see the goth ones.
Okay,
I'm
this
going
guy's
to Victoria's
down bad.
Secret, bro.
You guys are down bad. I understand your point with malls.
You know I'm staying far away from the Zombusi.
Not Zombusi. That was so good. You get 2 points for Zombusi. That was really good. That's right up my humor. I understand malls because I actually agree. I think malls are the dumbest choice in any movie ever. They're incredibly unrealistic. The only reason Dawn of the Dead's the mall scene works in that is because the doors for some reason open outwards.
Yeah.
Which is why.
I'll tell you this. Even here,
have the outward doors.
No, it's true because even here we have the actual doors that swing. They open outwards, but our problem here is all of the freaking doors are sliding doors.
So they're automatic.
And they're I mean, you could turn the automatic off, but here's the problem.
There'd be a backup generator.
The track is so flimsy that enough pressure and it's just going to collapse inward.
Yeah.
Right? You only have a bolt down and a bolt up.
With the automatic shutting doors, those can be pushed in and like fold like regular doors. So if there's pressure, it's gonna. So like those are the worst kind of doors to have because they can.
That's why I'm saying that's my perspective. Why I'm against a mall. Those are all of the malls we have because they're meant to be pushed against like that for it's supposed to be it's supposed to be for the fire department.
Yeah, so they can just bust.
If they can't get in, they just push them open. So theoretically speaking, the zombies would be able to eventually, with enough pressure, it would even accidentally force it open.
So do we want to change our answer?
Schools.
I like schools because they're always brick. They're always gated. Yeah, there's gonna be some zombie kids, man. That hurts my heart. But yeah,
there's a possibility to find them in there. Mm-hmm. What?
Whoa!
Wow! Holy shit! Edgy joke point.
Hey,
it's sad
but if you
I'm
do,
not wrong.
But if you do find the pew-pew there, you won't have any zombies walking around.
That's true.
They've already been taken out before the zombie apocalypse.
That's why they became zombies.
Oh, that's even harsher.
Okay, so I will say
that's crazy.
He's going wildfire zone.
I think school is the better option out of mall and school.
Yeah.
So I'm actually going to eliminate school.
Okay.
Because
You're
I
gonna
want a good
push us
option.
into a mall.
I want a good option and a bad
No,
option.
mall is so
Okay.
bad. What?
Mall
I
is
mean,
bad.
mall is so
Mall-
good. Mall is the best.
No,
What?
mall is
So it's
bad.
mall and prison.
So,
Well, since TJ won that last point, he should defend mall.
Your Honor,
you know what?
I think you gave me the option to choose at the beginning. I didn't choose. I'd like to choose now.
I think you did choose. And I will say, you have a substantial lead.
Mm-hmm.
And so I do feel
Of course he does. It's rigged.
that it's only fair that I'm trying to help you.
Look,
I
I don't even care what you're saying, Your Honor. He's. Just
I think it's
butting
only
in.
fair. I think it's only fair that you defend malls.
Yes, let's go.
Interesting
Fucking
response.
He thought prison was the only option.
And
Let's reverse
okay.
psychology.
And Alex, you will be TJ, you'll be the devil's advocate defending malls. Alex, you will be defending prisons. You will be defending slavery in prisons. California votes no to end that.
That's right.
Still my favorite joke ever because it's not a joke and it's entirely true. So, TJ, would you like to go first?
No. I'll let him
Okay,
go first,
Alex.
since he's so adamant that prisons are better.
Why are prisons better, Alex?
Well, prisons are better because they are fortified in such ways that it's nearly impossible to get in or out. Although they're designed to prevent people from getting out, it is still equally difficult to get into them. There's gates, there's razor wires, there's walls. Specifically here in California, I apologize, I'm not familiar with prisons all over the country, but specifically here in California, there are several prisons, maximum security, that are brick all around. So it's not just that you have these solid gates that are 8 to 10 feet high, outer gate, inner gate, and then wall. The inner walls are brick. They're solid concrete. So it doesn't matter if a horde were to come in and push through and break down the gates. They're not getting into the prison. They're going to get stopped by the walls. Inside, the food supply is typically vast. They have to be able to feed every prisoner in there. Now, theoretically speaking, if they're not still alive, if they're all turned, you have to clear them. Now, here's the good news. Theoretically, you're going to get in, and the majority of them are going to be locked up. You have to assume that at least some of them have gotten out. You have to. You have to
You
assume
don't
that.
think that in the chaos that somebody would have hit the open all cells button?
If they did, we're not having this discussion because we're not dealing with zombies inside of the prison. They would have fled long before. If people were letting them out.
True.
Right,
They probably
so-
would have tried to leave the facility.
I'm assuming that the prison guards were trying to keep them in. So we're going to deal with some prisoners, mostly prison guards, that although that will present a challenge because they're armed, but they're not going to use it, but protected. You think about the ones in riot gear.
Yeah.
That now I do have an advantage there because if they're in riot gear, they can't bite me. Right? They're blocked
true.
themselves.
However, they are heavy.
they are heavy.
And if they fall on you
they
and
could
you
hurt
fall
me.
down, I'm
Right.
less worried about you getting hurt, more worried about all the other zombies trying to eat you.
And that's true too. However, I'm lighter. I'm able to move around.
That's true.
I'm able to let them come, and I am not against using TJ's weight against him. I'll let him push his weight against me and throw him down to the ground. Right? He's the prison guard. Using him as an
I didn't
example.
know you got a new career, TJ.
Because he's big and strong. With that,
Excuse me.
I'm going to take those actions. I'm going to go slow. I'm going to clear little by little, knowing that my goal is to get to the cafeteria. Once I get to the cafeteria, there's going to be plenty of food there for quite a while. Because if it was able to feed hundreds of, if not thousands of prisoners, it's going to be able to feed me and my small group for quite a long time before we have to get outside and clear all of the zombies that have broken down fences and do all of that hard labor. I think the prison is a superior choice for those reasons.
I agree with a lot of what you said. I will say, I think I know why you didn't say this, but I do think checking the armory is worth a shot and is probably one of the first things I would do. Because on the off chance that it's not looted, you are set.
The reason why I didn't want to go there first is because more of the weapons are going to be non-lethal types. You're going to have beanbag guns. You're going to have rubber bullets. They don't want prison guards here in California. The maximum security, they call in armed guards from outside to come in because they don't want guns inside of the prison.
That's true.
Because once they're in, if a prisoner gets a hold of them, you've got major problems. If you've got nothing but non-lethal, all they do is slow the prisoners down when they start rioting and stuff like that.
For sure. Okay, I understand that. All right, TJ. Why are malls better?
Auntie Anne's.
What was that?
Auntie Anne's. Food court. I'm going to go to a fucking Cinnabon. Those are the first things that are better than a prison.
I'm not going to lie. His argument right off the bat is pretty fucking strong.
TJ,
you know what?
not
he
fair.
just wants to
Not
go to
fair.
the prison just so
Not
he can meet Diddy.
fair.
That's all he wants.
Not fair. So?
What do you mean so?
So? I want to know what it's like.
What?
I want to know what it's like. What is it like to be you, Diddy? I'm going to talk to Zombie Diddy.
We already established somewhat of a plan in one of your episodes. No, was it your episodes? I think it was one of your episodes. Wasn't it zombie scenarios?
I think that was mine,
Yeah. So, can I ask some... can it just be any mall? Can I just choose a mall? Is it 2 floors?
Sure. Choose them all.
I choose the 2-floor mall. I don't have a specific mall. I think 2 floors.
Okay.
Look at you. I choose you.
So, like I said, food court. I think that it would be so easy to hold up in a mall simply for the fact that the entire hallway, middle, walking area can be blocked off from the rest if you just shut all of the shutters on every single store, because they all have them. So what are you doing? You're breaking holes through walls. Oh, wait, you don't have to do that. They have secret access hallways that you can go through to get anywhere in the building. Oh, somebody's breaking in through the north side. Let me just pop in, pop out. I'm gone. They won't know where I am. I'm a ninja. Also, traps. I got traps everywhere. We already know this. And I'm going to just sit there eating my Cinnabon while raiders or zombies or what. You know what? It doesn't even matter. And guess what? Alex is stupid. I win.
Okay, here's my rebuttal.
Oh, great.
Genius. So those quote-unquote secret passageways, they're not fucking secret, dumbass. They use them for trash exits. They use them for deliveries.
That you know
so
of.
there's doors. There's doors that go from the outside to inside. Usually the large bay doors that they don't lock. They lock all of the interior doors. So you're going to go right outside into one of those hallways, and they're going to be filled with zombies because they have open bay doors from the loading dock that zombies just accidentally walked in on.
I'd rather get bit by those zombies than the fucking Diddy zombies that you're going to be
Okay.
Also, better
before we
food.
go down.
All his
nope,
food's gonna
hang
be
on.
gross. Just saying.
Before we go, that's true.
All your food's going to go rotten in 2 weeks.
No, preservatives.
I don't know. Cinnabon's gonna last forever.
Preservatives.
No, it won't. Most of it's frozen. The freezers are going to stop
That's
working.
fine. I'll bury it.
Dude, what do you think that's going to do?
Keep it cold.
It's going to go rancid. Maggots are going to get
Yeah,
it
keep it
instantly.
Okay, we're gonna move on from this. I will say, your response to the mall situation is way better than I was expecting. Because, truth be told, the idea of fuck it, close all the shutters to all the stores and live in the back hallways, that's pretty fucking smart. Because I was thinking, I think you're a little wrong on how most malls are set up, Alex, because those big bay doors are typically exterior. And there's another door in between those. If you're able to lock those doors or barricade
Well,
those
just
doors.
FYI, I worked at a mall, and when you got there, when it was closed, when you couldn't get in the mall doors, you went through the bay doors because they were all wide open. Everything was open.
Maybe at that mall. That's not
Shows
how it is at the
irresponsible
Galleria.
He is, Your Honor.
Yeah, at the Galleria, it was not that way. Now, there are ways from the exterior of the building to get into those back hallways. However, those are the doors you should be barricading or locking. And then...
Yeah, but he didn't say that.
I did say
stupid.
that. I said barricade.
You didn't say it.
I did.
I didn't hear barricade, but I'm not going to say you didn't say it. I zoned out a little bit halfway through your stuff.
I did say that.
But
because he talks too much.
If you want to say I didn't, then I'll respect your choices.
No. It doesn't matter either way because I think the idea is there. That is a way better way to hold down a mall than I've ever considered. Because all the ways I've ever considered closing down a mall is blocking off the entrances and realizing that just doesn't really do anything.
Because all the glass.
Now, because all the glass. Now, the actual efficiency of shutting all the shutters and surviving out that way, I'm not 100% sure.
Well,
but
I know how to work an
I will
alarm
say,
system, so I can have it set off
Yeah,
in certain areas, sound traps.
Do
so
you
they
know the
can do what they want
codes?
to. If there
Do
are
you know
like,
the
zombies trying
codes?
to get in a certain place.
I'm sure someone's got the codes written
This
down.
guy.
Dude, Janet from security definitely has the codes written down.
It's probably 000.
1, 2, 3, 4 or 0, 0, 0, 0
Just fuck
or
it.
8, 8, 8, 8.
Just keep trying it.
Okay, this is definitely rigged.
I'll
Well,
hit the
I
Radio
will.
Shack.
I'm not gonna say. Do you have a rebuttal?
Yeah, the mall is stupid. TJ's stupid. He's not going to be able to pull all those shutters down. Number one, if the mall was open, there's going to be zombies in every store. So closing the shutters is going to be irrelevant. You're going to be locking yourself in with them. So you get one of the shutters down. You have zombies all in the store. Now you got to get past them to go out into that back hallway. You're going to let them into the hallway. You're screwed.
Well, I mean, I think the idea would be to essentially. Well, TJ, what's the idea?
I think that pokey
You
stick.
think that you're stupid.
Shut the shutters if they're in the store. Draw them to the door. Stab them through the shutters with a pokey stick. Because there are two shutters on the stores. There are like the metal ones, and then there are the little plastic ones with the grate you can stick through.
What are you talking about?
That or open the shutter until it's like this much
What do you
off
mean?
the
I only know of
ground,
one
have 'em
shutter.
Crawl under, stabby.
You either
One
have the
zombie at a
metal
time.
shutter.
And then by
that
the
you
time I'm
drop,
done,
or-
I'm stacking all them bitches in the fucking what's it called? The Foot Locker. That's a pretty big store in malls usually. I'll shove them all in the Foot Locker, all the bodies, close it up, mark it off, and then
were you
continue
saying?
on eating my
I don't
Cinnabon.
I don't have any argument with stocking them in Foot Locker because that's where they belong.
Okay, well, rip our Foot Locker sponsorship in the future.
No, it's because Foot Locker's it's the only place that can hold them. But I was gonna say
Foot
the
Locker, if
shoes
you want to
can
give me a
mask the smell.
sponsorship and send me free shoes, please do. I am a size
If
14.
you want to send him $1,000, he'll get whatever shoe you want tattooed on him.
He'll get the
I'll
shoe
get a
tattooed
Nike
on his feet.
Cortez tattooed on my forehead if you sponsor us.
I
Don't
want
say that. That's a very possible thing that could happen someday.
I want
and
you to
don't want
get-
that. You don't want that deal.
I want you to get the Nike Cortez tattooed on your feet and then contract to wear sandals for 3 years.
Sponsored
Wait,
by Nike.
it's a deal with Crocs, and you have to wear Crocs for 3 years.
Nobody wants to wear Crocs for 3 years.
I know someone. Okay, well, man, this one's a little tougher than I anticipated it to be. I want to
All
give
he really
TJ a
said
point
was,
for
like,
creativity.
He's gonna get in there and like, what is he doing? He's like, yeah, I'll get in there. There's
Yeah,
riot
well, I'll
zombies.
give-
That's all he really said.
I'll give Alex a point for there's a lot that he considered, like the riot zombies and for instance, and the fact that the prison itself is very defensible, and once you're inside and able to lock down the inside, it's just a matter of clearing the inside because you're pretty much safe eternally from the outside. except for The
I'd
Walking
also
Dead,
like to
apparently.
add one more thing. There is a high probability that there is a MILF soccer mom still alive in the mall, so we can repopulate. Because Maddie's
Why,
not
'cause you
alive
saw
in
it
this scenario. She didn't survive after.
Oh, that's
24
right.
hours.
That's right.
So
But-
MILF soccer mom or
but-
goth girl at Hot Topic. There's a chance that they.
But
survive.
you're forgetting something. You're forgetting something.
What?
There may be a MILF soccer mom in the mall.
Exactly. That's
But-
what I'm saying. In the mall, there might be a MILF soccer mom in the mall because she brought her kids there. All her kids are dead. We got to give her new kids.
But what about the
Repopulate.
obvious? What about the obvious?
What?
You're black.
Okay.
Well, that just makes them
You know
more
they all
attractive
got
to- I
fantasies,
don't know what you
bro.
meant by that.
You know they all got fantasies.
Not that fantasy, bro.
Ted is not laying it down right, bro.
Yeah, he's right. Ted is not doing it.
That's why they be going for Tyrone's.
Who's Ted?
I
Her
don't know,
ex-husband.
the fictional fucking husband that this
The guy who left her.
No, he's the husband who died after 22 hours.
She got custody.
Damn. He didn't even make it 22 hours?
No, he died defending his family.
Fucking TJ, you homewrecker.
He was out.
I don't know
fucking
why.
his masseuse.
I don't know why. But... Is that...
Yeah, he actually
Okay,
wasn't
well,
a good
all right.
dude.
Yeah, we
Well,
got
that's
lore.
better then.
We're deep on the
I know,
Ted
Bugs.
lore.
Can you believe this guy?
This poor guy.
This guy here.
It's not our fault you died so early, Bugs.
I know, Bugs. Why are you dying early?
Okay, time to tally up the score because we've already run pretty late. TJ's gonna hate
Hey,
me.
this is a
I've
good
already
episode,
finished
though.
I've already finished my whiskey.
So, TJ,
Sponsored by Maker's Mark.
no, we can't say that. It's not.
Maker's
I
Mark, if you wanna
wish it's
sponsor
not.
Me, I'll drink a bottle of you a day.
We can no stop. We can't be creating problems for sponsorships.
We do the ad.
No.
read.
It's this is not creating-
This episode.
this is not
Maker's
creating
Mark.
problems for sponsorship. This is creating problems for TJ
No, well,
because
no,
TJ's gonna have to edit this out.
but that's
Nike
well, yeah,
Cortez.
true.
So he's gonna have to edit that out. He's gonna have to edit my Maker's Mark out.
Okay, moving on. I was not keeping track of why you guys got these points, but Alex, you ended with 6 points. I believe you won the. Which one did you win? You won the prisons and malls. Did you win any of the other ones?
Wait, he won that one?
Yeah, he
course I
won
did.
prisons and malls. He won prisons,
What about
although
the
I gave you
mall,
a point.
though?
Well, I gave you a point for creativity on the mall
What about
because I never
Cinnabon?
considered that.
Cinnabon deserves at least half a point.
I don't think so. Did you win Blunt or Sharp?
No.
No, because I think I went with him for Blunt.
No, I think
Yeah.
I won Urban.
And then you didn't win Gun or Melee.
No, I think I won Urban.
Damn. Well, that explains the score. Alex, you have 6 points. TJ, you have 10 points.
Yeah, baby.
Came in
I
at-
know I do.
Came in at 3
I
a.m.
win
Chat.
These. I win these. I'm sick. I still won. You know why? Because
All
TJ
those votes came in at 3 a.m.
TJ swept
after they stopped counting.
So here's the thing. These votes came in consistently throughout the night. These points are very legit, and
forgetting,
definitely none of them
Alex,
are
One
dead.
of those points was for something hilarious. Incognito.
I'm going to-
That shit was hella funny.
That's
Yeah,
true.
but I'm the one who said it.
No, you're like, I can
Nah,
paint
he
my
said
face
it.
black too. I said point for incognito, and he's like, okay, here.
yeah, that
see?
was funny.
I deserved the point.
No, I gave you 2 points for something else that you said that was very funny. I don't remember what it was now.
It'll be in
Why
the
did I give you
clips
2
later
points?
on TikTok,
It'll be in
guys,
there.
until Instagram takes over.
True, or whatever other app.
But I'm going full throttle on Instagram too, so you could go check it out. It's got all the same content as TikTok since it's all going to end soon.
All right. Well, with that sad news, thank you for playing this game, boys. It was fun. To our audience, you should go check us out on social media. For now, TikTok is still alive, but you should check us out on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Do we have our Pinterest back up?
No,
Not Pinterest. Screw them for now.
we're working on
At
it.
Will You Survive the Podcast?
Sponsored by Nike Cortez.
If you want to, no, you can't do that. You're gonna have to cut that out. And God, Oh my God, where even was I?
Next is emails.
Oh, yeah. If you want to send us an email, we really appreciate that, and we'll always read them. You can send it to theboys@willyousurvivethepodcast.com. That's THEBOYS @willyousurvivethepodcast.com. I'm not going to spell that out. You could spell out that last part or just check the podcast name. On the topic of that, you can listen to the podcast anywhere that you listen to fine podcasts, like Spotify or Apple Podcasts or iHeart or anywhere else. So
And if
go
we
do
weren't
that.
on your Spotify Wrapped, you're dead to us. We should be on your Spotify Wrapped 2024, baby.
Actually, if we were on your Spotify Wrapped, and this
Send us a
episode is going to
picture.
come out
We'll give you a shout
Send
out.
us a
way later.
screenshot.
But yeah, send us a screenshot, and we will post it on our Instagram and on our TikTok because that's
Yes.
awesome.
Yes.
Anything? Oh, if you want to find us on X, I'll be very honest, we're not that active. But maybe if we had more followers on X, we would be more
I think
active there.
eventually everybody's gonna move over to fucking Blue Sky because the people who made Twitter made that.
Yeah, I don't think so, to be honest. But anyway, we'll talk about that later. X, if you want to follow us there, it is Alex and Eric WYS. There you go. Thank you guys so much for listening. Please rate the podcast.
Yep.
Give us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts or on Spotify, and we'd love to see that and read your comments about that.
Rate us 5 stars. Make it easy on yourself. That's a very nice house you have. We wouldn't want something to happen to it.
No, like a zombie
Yeah.
apocalypse starting there.
We'll send the zombies to your
Joey.
house first.
I know
Exactly,
where you
Joey.
live.
We know you know what we're talking about, Joey.
Roger.
And just like that, we've gotten every Joey and Roger to follow us. Congratulations, guys.
Lay off the
intimidation does
masseuse
work.
and listen to the podcast, Ted.
That's right.
Take your wife.
You wouldn't have died in 22 hours.
That's true. If you want to survive longer than Ted in the zombie apocalypse, please binge watch our content. And until next time, guys, I think that's all we have for you. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. Until then, stay alive.
Stay alive, baby. Except for my woman.
Except Ted.